Hey, welcome to Everyday Jewish Mom. My name is Marty, and this is my Rosh Hashanah Zoom tutorial. I put out videos all year round on how to celebrate Jewish holidays with your family. I have all kinds of videos about how to celebrate Rosh Hashanah and what Rosh Hashanah is all about. So check out all the links in my bio below. But because a lot of us will be doing it on Zoom this year, maybe attending services this way, or a family get-together, I wanted to walk you through how to use the platform and give you some advice about how to use it best. Also, I have a video out about how to play some interactive games on a Zoom call. You can color together as a family, as an extended family, or play Rosh Hashanah tic-tac-toe, so check out that video as well. Let me mention that the Zoom platform will look a little different depending on how you're using it. So I happen to be on a laptop today. If you're using an iPad or a phone, it'll look a little different, but the functions will be basically the same. So first comes first with any Zoom call, you need to know where the mute button is. So this microphone down here is the mute button. I have a red line through mine. That means I'm on mute. No one on the call can hear what I'm saying. For most services, the temple will decide to mute everyone. If too many people are off of mute, you end up with a lot of background noise and you wouldn't be able to hear what the rabbi and cantor were doing. But if there is a time when you're allowed to come off of mute to wish everyone a Shana Tova, or maybe in breakout rooms for discussions, that is where you would unmute yourself. Also, you can hold down your space bar and your space bar will temporarily unmute you. So if you just wanted to do that for a bit. The other thing to keep in mind is this video function. Do not feel obligated to have your video on all the time. I don't think that it's particularly natural for all of us to be in close-up when we're in services. If you're with your family, we want to see everyone's faces, right? But if you're in services, you don't have to be showing your face. And so that right there is where you would stop your video. Now, I have my Zoom account set up with a photo. So when I click this button, you'll see a photo of me. But if you don't have a Zoom account like that and you haven't set it up that way, it will show your name. There's many reasons why you should turn off your video. If there's anything distracting going on in your home or in your life, or if you're doing something that would not normally be appropriate for services like eating or blowing your nose or answering a phone call, just turn your video off. So now comes to the view part of it. Right now I've pinned this, so I'll go over that in just a second. I'm going to show you how it'll probably look when you log on. There we go. So this is called Gallery View. And Gallery View shows all the little boxes of everyone who's here. When you log on for services, you're going to see a lot more tiny boxes, and you'll probably even have a button to click through pages so that you can see more people. If you're doing it on your phone, you'll swipe to the side, I believe. And so that way you can see everyone who's there today. But when services start, you're not going to be wanting to look at everyone's faces. So then you're going to switch to Speaker View. Speaker View will show you whoever is talking. Right now it looks like the Apples family is talking. And here is Rabbi Shofar. And then to make sure that you're always staying on the view that you want, what you'll actually want to do is pin that one video. So you'll click here. Oh, I think mine already got pinned because I clicked on it. But over here on these three little buttons, you can click Pin Video. And that way you will always be focused on the bimah, which is what you'll want to look at. Now over in here, you can see that I can see other people who are in the call. You'll be able to flip through people here as well if you want, but you don't have to look at them. So you can flip to just yourself. You can get rid of that altogether, and then you're just looking at the bimah. Also, this window here can be dragged anywhere you want. You can put it at the top. You can put it at this side. You can even put it down there. All right, I'm going to pop this back up here. And let me talk about the chat feature a little bit. I'm going to put my face back on here. Unpin the video. I'm going to click back on myself and pin myself. Okay. Chat. So your chat is down here. Oh, right on my face. That's fine. You know what I look like. Chat gives you the ability to talk to everyone who's on the call or just specific people. So right now, Rabbi Shofar is our host. I can send a private message just to Rabbi Shofar or to the Apples family or to everyone. Be extra cautious when you're doing this, just like when you're replying to an email. You may not want to reply to all, so make sure it's going to exactly who you want it to go to. Also, the host may be putting other things in this chat. So, for example, there may be a link so that you can see the prayer book that everyone's sharing or things like that. So that is where you'll find your chat, right down there. I guess it says chat, but that's where it is. Participants. We'll show you everyone who is on the call with their names. I should mention, if you log on and you don't like your name, maybe it's the name of a family member who is not you or whatever, you can go to more and you can rename yourself. Just like that. And then if it comes to something where you need to raise your hand digitally, that's where this is. The host can see that you've raised your hand. I don't know that will come up in services, but it comes up in classrooms a whole lot. And then I'm going to close down that just by doing the X. Also, I have a reactions button here for clapping or thumbs up. And I think the final thing would be the leave button. One other thing. Sometimes the host will create a breakout room. There's the ability to take everyone who's in a group and break them into smaller groups without going into a new Zoom call. You'll get a little message on your screen that says, do you want, like, you've been invited to a breakout room, and it'll give you a button to click, a little blue button that will send you to the breakout room. Once you're in that room, you will have the ability to go back to the main room. And also, the host has the ability to have that timed so that it will automatically bring you back to the main room. Y'all, I feel like I talked really fast in this video. I am so sorry if I did. So now let's talk a little bit about the etiquette of being on a Zoom call. As I mentioned earlier, if you are doing something distracting, turn your video off. We are all trying to focus on being in services, and it's not natural to be this close up. So feel free to turn that video off. If, like I mentioned, if you're eating, if you're sneezing, if you are talking to someone, if you're talking on the phone, if you're texting, if you need to use the restroom, instead of leaving your seat empty, you can just turn the video off. Also, there's this idea that if you're on a Zoom call, only the top of you matters. But during services, we often stand for prayers. Okay? This is the view. So keep in mind that your pants do matter. If you're curious what other people have done on Zoom calls that might be a little inappropriate, check out my online High Holidays bingo board. Don't fill it out during services, but maybe check it out for a giggle. Also, I will be doing my best to link congregations that are having online High Holiday services. Congregations are doing this different ways. There are many that have been broadcasting online for a long time that's open to everyone, but many congregations are having private Zoom links for their congregation. So if there's one that you are used to attending, you may have to buy a ticket to attend their Zoom service. I'll do my best to link those below. One more thing. If you want a fun Zoom backdrop, maybe more for a family get-together than for a service, I have those on my website for download. So you can have a lovely holiday-themed Zoom background. I'm calling it digital decorating because, you know, if this is where we're celebrating, we might as well be festive. If you have any questions for me, put them in the comments below. Maybe I'll link to some Zoom frequently asked questions as well, so that hopefully they can help you out. I hope that you have a lovely holiday, however you're celebrating, and check out the other videos I've got going on.